Hello viewers, this is a video about 5 amazing Python strength functions which will make you question why you use any other programming language. So let's start out with a quick and easy method, the swap case method. I'm sure that you're all familiar with hello world. If you wanted to say change all the uppercase to lowercase and all the lowercase to uppercase, you can do that in one fell swoop. With Python, you can just say print a dot swap case, and believe it or not, you see, swap things around. Now, when would you use this? No idea, but it's there. The next function we're going to look at is casefold. And that's a way to compare words that are case insensitive. And you might say, well, I already know how to do that. For example, you could have a lowercase cat and an uppercase word cat. And you know that they are not the same if you try to compare them because one's lowercase, one's uppercase. So often the go-to solution is just to make them both lowercase. And when you convert them both to lowercase and then compare them, well, then it's true. Unfortunately, there are some places in the world that have unusual letters. Let's say, for example, Germany. They have strange characters like that. Now, that doesn't really convert to lowercase. So how would you do a case insensitive comparison to something more Americanized like that? How would you compare those two? That would be challenging, but Python takes care of you because they have something called casefold. And what casefold does is some people got together and came up with a whole list of ways to convert this unusual character into these characters. I don't know who did it, but I'm grateful they did, because when we compare them, in fact, let's just print this out so you can see what happens. We print that out, and then we'll compare them, and you'll see that it's true. See this hard S, or whatever you call it, this goofy German S was converted to two lowercase s's, and these two match up. You might note that this uppercase S was converted to lowercase. Another example would be Greek. If for some reason you have to compare Greek words, look at this crazy word. It has 3 different S sounds. It has this capital S, this character that's an S when it's followed by some other character, and this S when it's not followed by characters. So once again, I don't know who did it, but someone came along and said, you know, to handle this situation, there's ways to convert it. Let's see what they do here. You can see that they converted all these S's into the same, that S. So that's casefold. Pretty cool. The next methods we're going to look at are for creating a mapping table and then using that mapping table to replace characters. So that would be the make, trans, and translate methods. So this is how that works. Say you were a coder and you were really cool and you wanted to actually do some leak coding to show how cool you were. You would use the make trans to create a table of characters to map to each other. So in the word coder, your O would be a 0 and your E would be a 3. So 0 and 3. So then we have a string like, oops, a string like I'm a coder. Then you can use this translate function to take your string and translate what? This translation table that we created. And you're going to see that it's going to take coder and make it a super cool variation of that to impress your friends. So make trans and translate. Make trans creates this mapping table, and translate applies. Okay, the next one is a quick but fun one. It's the is printable function, and the way it works is it returns a true if every character is printable and false if it's not. It also returns a true if the string is empty, but we won't worry about that. So let's go with our hello world. That should return true because those are all printable. But if we sneak a new line character in there, well, that's not printable. That should return a false. So let's see what happens. We say print s1 dot is printable, and then we'll say print s2 is printable, and we would hope to see that we get true for this and false for that. So let's see, and we do. So that's the is printable function. The last method we look at is kind of fun. It's called the format map method, and what you can do with it is you can take a dictionary of values and loop through that dictionary and substitute those values into a string. So let me show you how that works. So here's a dictionary. If we want to substitute these values into a string, we need to set up that string. So we'll loop through the people dictionary. Then use these curly braces to get the name key, and then get the age key, and that'll substitute those associated values in, and then print message. So what's going on here? We have a dictionary of values, and then we have the string. Oh, I forgot something really important. Here's a string, but we didn't put the format map method onto it, so that's not so good. Record we pulled out of the dictionary. All right, that should work. So we have the dictionary, we iterate through it, and we have a string where we define what values we want substituted, and we'll just run it, see what happens. You have to use the correct syntax. So you can see it looped through, pulled each element out of the dictionary and substituted it. That's the end of my video. 5 amazing Python string methods that you can use. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll make another one soon.